What is up everyone, I'm Phoenix, how are you getting on? Welcome to a game, if you can even call it that. It's more of an experience really. It's called War Remains. This is a virtual reality World War I based experience. And it seems interesting, so I wanted to try it out, see what it's all about. It just came out today. I don't even know if it's a standing or sitting experience, but let's just try it out and start. No idea what this is going to be like, but it could be very interesting from what I've seen.
Someday we're going to be able to preserve memories, save them in a way where they can be incorporated into the history books, and you can download them, and then walk a mile in the moccasins of the people of the past.
Well, yeah, with
But there are
VR we
good
kind of can.
memories, and then there are bad memories. And there's something fascinating, isn't there, about the most extreme memories of human history? If you could actually download a flashback of, say, the Western Front of the First World War, it might be the most intense thing you could ever experience.
Could be.
You would be present then for a war that was meant to end all wars, supposedly. You would instead be watching modern warfare begin.
Damn. I can't wait.
That conflict marked the murderous dawn of an era, where a mechanized, industrialized, and efficient 20th century dragged the old, honorable, glorious, romantic 19th century across the muddy fields of Flanders and shot it in a trench.
Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Damn.
When you're ready, if you're ready, for
I'm
even
ready.
a simulation of what actual people went through, follow in the footsteps of the soldier in front of you as he steps straight into the fire of the First World War.
Alright, I'm ready. Bring it on. Curious how this is going to be. It sounds interesting. Concept is amazing. And yes, that is pretty much what VR does best. So let's see how this experience
The
does
world
it.
was thoroughly
Whoa.
19th century.
Uh-huh.
At the beginning of this war,
Whoa.
you have French soldiers marching off to battle with a sense of romance, expecting honor and glory. And when these 19th century troops, wearing red pants and blue jackets with tails, encounter 20th century machine guns and giant artillery pieces, the French are torn to shreds.
Yeah, no surprise.
Nobody had expected anything
look at
quite
that.
like this. How could they? Automobiles, for example, are new in the First World War.
Oh my god.
Submarines that can travel under the surface of the sea and attack shipping?
Whoa.
That's right out of a Jules Verne book. And how about the H.G. Wells-like science fiction air machines that are filling the sky in numbers for really the first time ever?
Yeah. It's all very true. And I'll be honest, I don't know too much about World War I. Damn, it's going
This kind of
down.
mechanization and the growth of industry and assembly lines and factories will become the hallmarks of war in the 20th century. But this is really the first time you get to see them. The power of all this new weaponry and all the steel in the air make it suicidal for people to stay above ground. And that's how you get the growth of these trenches, stretching all the way, eventually, from the mountains to the sea across the entire Western Front. The terrain becomes hideous and
So I've
gruesome,
heard.
and the artillery barrages turn the landscape into a totally alien-looking environment, like the moon, only weirder. Some of the battles from this war are legendary. Meat grinders like Verdun, or the Somme, a months-long battle where the British attackers on the very first day suffer 58,000 casualties.
Whoa.
The Third Ypres, often called Passchendaele, took that horrific, Mordor-like, hellish landscape and flooded it with double the normal rainfall. Just when you thought a combat environment couldn't get any more nightmarish, impossibly, Passchendaele does.
Okay. I'm ready. Give it to me. Oh, damn. Whoa. We're in a trench. like, huh? Like I actually have to duck. Jesus. Bam. Explosions everywhere. God.
I'm ready! You ready? Let's do this! The British ought to stick together!
Oh, boys! Oh, God. Smoke! Whoa. Damn. So brutal, huh? Again, this is not a game, it's an experience, so I'm not really supposed to do anything. Whoa. Jesus. Alright. I hope this comes across on video as well. Damn, I feel like I have to crouch here. Hey bro, are you alright?
War correspondent Philip Gibbs described one of these artillery barrages he witnessed and said, quote, "Then, suddenly, as though at the tap of a baton, a great
Holy
orchestra
crap.
of death."
Can you imagine being in a little cabin like this?
Describe it. No words have been made for modern
Oh my
bombardment
God.
of this intensity. One can only
Jesus.
give a feeble, inaccurate notion of what one big shell sounds like.
I'm getting claustrophobic,
When
and I don't even have
hundreds of heavy guns
claustrophobia.
are firing upon one small line of ground, and shells of the greatest size are rushing
God.
through the sky in flocks and bursting in masses. All descriptions.
Get me out of here, guys, please. Oh my God. I can feel it.
They call this sort of shelling drum fire, and that's because the ordnance is hitting so rapidly that it sounds like a drum roll, doesn't it? We're only going to be here for a few minutes. If I locked you in here for 24 hours, what do you think
24 hours?
came out? Imagine withstanding this sort of thing for weeks or even months.
Really?
And you can't just take the VR headset off when you're afraid.
Exactly. Oh my God.
These artillery strikes drove people insane. The shockwaves may have literally shattered their nerves.
Yeah.
Remember something. I don't care how bad it seems. On the Western Front of the First World War, things can always get worse. They can always get much, much worse.
I can't even imagine. I know this is just VR, but it's already this bad. Jesus. I can't see anything. Oh my God. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Nice. Oh my God, tanks. Jesus. Just hide. Hopefully they don't see us. God. Whoa! Jesus. It's even simulating the sound of the explosion. My eardrums being shattered. God. Whew. I'm so happy I wasn't alive during this time. Damn. Alright. Take me further, beyond. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus.
Quickly! Dad! Reach further! Quick! Hang it! Don't give up! Don't give up! Give me a hand!
He's gone. Oh my God. Why, you know? That's just what I wonder in the end. Like, why? Jesus. Why do we need to go through all this? Oh. Yes! Jesus. Oh my God.
You still
Oh,
can't
okay.
visit some of these battlefields to this day. Even 100 years later, they're still polluted with things like arsenic and mercury and lead. And oh yeah, millions upon millions of unexploded shells. Every so often, a member of the cleanup crews will be killed when one of these old munitions detonates. If a shell fired during the First World War kills somebody cleaning it up today, is that another First World War casualty?
I
In
guess
some
so.
very literal ways, this war remains present in
Whoa.
our lives, and not just physically. The collective psychological scarring that comes from surviving something like this can affect entire societies far into the future. The people who made it home from this war, including soon-to-be world leaders like Churchill and Hitler, experienced things that you just had the tiniest taste of, but they did it for real. And then
Yep.
somehow had to move on and make the modern world. Maybe it helps us to better understand our times if we recall that they were built and nearly destroyed again, in large part by a generation of traumatized survivors, forever reliving an early 20th century nightmare.
Yep. Well, humans have a tendency to destroy themselves, so I wonder if this is going to be the last time it ever happens. I truly hope so, but you never know.
How do you describe the indescribable?
So
Sometimes
is that it?
takes an artist. British Western Front soldier and painter Paul Nash had a key eye for the landscape and tried to describe to his wife in a November 1917 letter what a trip up to the front lines was like and what it had done to him. He wrote, "I shall not forget it as long as I live. I have seen the most frightful nightmare of a country more conceived by Dante or Poe than by nature. Unspeakable, utterly indescribable. I may give you some idea of its horror, but only being in it and of it can make you sensible of its dreadful nature. We all have a vague notion of the terrors of a battle, but no pen or drawing can convey this country. Evil and the incarnate fiend alone can be master of this war. No glimmer of God's hand is seen anywhere. Sunset and sunrise are blasphemous. They are mockeries to man. The rain drives on, and the shells never cease. They alone plunge overhead, tearing away the rotting tree stumps, breaking the plank roads, striking down horses and mules, annihilating, maiming, maddening. They plunge into the grave that is this land. It is unspeakable, godless, hopeless. I am no longer an artist, interested and curious. I am a messenger who will bring back word from the men who are fighting to those who want this war to go on forever. Feeble, inarticulate will be my message, but it will have a bitter truth, and may it burn their lousy souls."
Damn. What a story, huh? What a story. And that's it. We're back to the main place. Even this scene seems disturbing, creepy. Makes me want to play more horror games in VR, to be honest. Alright, well, you know what? That was War Remains. An interesting experience. Pretty short, I would say. I wish there was more to it than there is. I liked it. The voiceover was a little over-dramatic at certain points, but I guess that's the point they're trying to make. It was an extreme time, of course, World War I, and we just hope something like that never happens again. As far as this experience goes, again, I wish there was more, but from what there was, it was pretty cool. It felt real in VR at least. I hope it comes across on video. I'm not sure if it does. I especially liked, if you could call it that, the scene in the little cabin. It really made me feel claustrophobic for some reason. It felt real, you know, the explosions going on around you while you're stuck in a little space, just hoping you'll survive. And imagine being in there for like days or weeks. That would just be insane. Now, this was something different from what I usually do on the channel. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it and if you want to see more stuff like this. I'm mostly going to be focusing on games normally on this channel, but once in a while, when something like this comes around, I might do it. I think I accidentally started it again. That's okay. So, again, let me know what you think. But anyway, this was you, Phoenix. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe now for more to come. Until then, be brave, be kind, and stay awesome.